Lock and cut your check. Yeah, it's,
I was talking to a woman yesterday that said that she applied for a home equity loan because they wanted to do some retrofitting of that home.
She's not getting any loans.
She said, I'm current with my mortgage, I got good credit, and I can get a loan, but if they told me if I was 3 or 4 months behind on my mortgage, I could get one.
Yeah, I got a buddy who's got an equity line, and he owns a company that sells shoes to college cheerleading sports. Not just college. He went to Hermosa in South Carolina, got a great business. He has an equity line that he buys, gets product made in China. They're now calling his line. I just asked you to get me the name of the bank. He says, what am I supposed to do? I'm making the payments. I'm up current with all my payments, and they're calling the line. He said, well, I don't have the money to pay it. I have the money paid every month as people pay me. But they're calling the whole note.
Then I talked to people that work over at Lexington County Hospital, friends of mine. They said they get people walking in there every day saying, where's the line where I get my free Obamacare? And I was in the line at the bank the other day, and there was a woman next to me making her mortgage payment. I heard her say to the teller, well, in a couple of months I won't have to make this mortgage payment anymore. The federal government's going to pick it up for me. That's the mentality of what we're dealing with in the general population out there. They're all for the federal government taking care of them. And nobody wants to do anything.
It's going to run every business off in this country.
totally.
And anybody that gets close to making $200,000 is going to say, you know what, I'm not working anymore.
Work to a point and stop. But
Very good. Well, we've got a few questions we wanted to ask you.
Shoot.
Pretty straight. We've already asked these to Henry McMaster and Nikki Haley yesterday. We've got our own opinions about those. We just want to talk with you. And doesn't look like Mr. Barrett's going to consent to speak with us. So.
Really?
Yeah.
you won't turn call.
But what we're going to do, we're going to take the video of this and distribute it to the conservative groups and show it within our own organization. We'll and use it to make decisions about who we endorse and what we do in the upcoming primaries of governor's race.
Okay.
First question is, do you have a copy of the Constitution of the United States?
Do I have a copy of it? In my desk somewhere here. I got it as a little book.
When's the last time you read it?
Been a long time. I read bits and pieces of it every time an issue comes up when I have a problem. Somewhere in this desk, I got it. All right, my next question.
What powers and limitations do you believe the Constitution dictates to the states?
The Constitution gives all the powers to the states. They never dreamed, our forefathers never dreamed in a million years. We need to get some legal scholars to find out what we can withhold from the federal government. What sending resolutions is not going to change anything in Congress. They don't even make it to the congressman's desk. And so it sounds good, it looks good in the newspaper, and we can say we did it, but we're wasting time and paper. What we need to do is find out statutorily or regulatorily what we can do as a governor. What can I withhold from the federal government? What can I stop doing that they need? What tax can I stop from sending them? What collection can I stop? What can I do to send them a message that no longer are we going to participate in this process whereby they have more than superseded their constitutional authority?
Would you approve of a measure to pay our congressmen and senators in Washington from the state so that they don't have the right to grant themselves pay raises?
Sure.
Because we believe that's the way it should be.
Oh, the congressmen now make, I think, $174,000 a year. The governor of this state only makes right over $100,000. The lieutenant governor makes 40-something, and I furloughed myself last year, so I didn't even make the whole 40-something.
But you got a nice office.
I do have a nice office. Can't do anything in it, but I got a nice office.
All right, well, let's move on to the next question.
And of course, their travel budget's probably that, and of course, I've been to over 20 countries as lieutenant governor, and the taxpayers hadn't picked up the tab one time.
Right. Do you have a copy of the Constitution of the State of South Carolina?
I do.
You know where that one is?
No, but we got it around here somewhere. It's in John's office, I'm told.
It's interesting when you ask that question, some of the responses you get back.
If you, in one of these credenzas, we got them, because we dig it up all the time.
I would expect it to be in here, but it's another story. Do you believe that we should amend our state constitution to include the right petition and recall by the people to add legislation by referendum and recall from office any elected state official from the office which they hold?
I do, and there's currently a bill that has been put in by Representative Gunn that I support to do that. I've actually looked at the bill pretty thoroughly.
Do you believe it's going to pass?
No?
Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
When and where were you baptized?
I was baptized as a child, and it was Bethlehem Lutheran Church in Valentine, South Carolina.
What church are you currently a member of?
Union Methodist in Irvine.
No. Do you believe that so-called hate crime laws should be allowed to interfere in any way with the proclamation of the gospel of Jesus Christ?
I don't think that there ought to be hate crimes. If you commit a crime, it ought to be a crime. You can't get into the mind of a criminal.